After awakening, there is a phenomenon that often takes place, especially if you live in an area that is heavily matrixed, like the city. As you awaken, you start to more and more become impatient toward the stupidity and ignorance of people. And remember, awakening, it doesn't mean that you're perfect. Because there's always a smartass in the comment when I say stuff like that. Let's say, oh, if you were awakened, you will be filled with love. That's total nonsense. Awakening is literally just the first step. Enlightened may be sure, when you are in the state of enlightenment, you will be zen, you will be centered, and you will be loving, kind most of the time. But awakening, it's not really something that you have and you keep. It's more like awakening from your slumber, from the illusion of your mind, and falling back asleep, and awakening again and falling back asleep all day long, hundreds of times. That's how it truly is. And very often we start to meditate, we start to feel inner peace, we feel better than ever, our energy is elevating. But as soon as we get out of the house, we go outside in the city, here goes the stupidity and ignorance of the people. You see them doing so many utterly stupid things that you think, oh my God, how can he be so unconscious? How can she be so unintelligent? How is that possible? It starts to feel like if you are surrounded by drunken baby who don't know who they are at all, who don't know a thing about truth, and all they do is constantly sin. Then you drive your car, you're peaceful, but someone who thinks only of himself and never of other, because he has no compassion and no intelligence to put himself in the shoes of other. He goes ahead and cut your car, he does something dangerous, and you just want to honk and you start to be filled with rage. This phenomena is a fact that I think it's time we stop pretending that it doesn't exist. Because it makes sense, you start to see something greater, but everything around you tries to pull you down all the time. Whether it's the matrix itself by making you pay taxes, making you have trouble with money, giving you a ticket for something you don't even deserve to get a ticket for, just like it can be people walking with super loud music and no one asked for it. But here goes the hard rap music, the rock and roll, that says rubbish, that has garbage energy. And here you go, affected. So my point of this video, of course, it's not just to complain about that. It is rather to let you know that hatred, negative emotion towards someone, towards something, is kind of like a poison that you make in a cup. But you drink it, hoping that it will render justice to those who are in the wrong. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Those times that you honk on your car and you're so mad and you want to flip off to the people, those times that you take a walk and you keep having negative thought about people, he's so dumb, she's so dumb, he's so ignorant, this and that, the only one that is being hurt is yourself. Because remember, it's a poison that you want to give for justice, but it is you who drink it. And it changed nothing in the world. So the matrix and the people, the unconscious people, they will not change for you. It is only you who will have to change for yourself, and also to become a living proof, a living embodiment that spirituality is the answer. Because after all, if everyone who is awakened is always mad at everything, unhappy, call themselves an empath, I'm suffering, what kind of weak image are you creating for spirituality? You need to make sure that if you identify as a spiritual person, that you constantly grow and become better. Or else you're creating a bad image. But if you become peaceful, You become loving, kind, compassionate. Even in the middle of chaos, in a construction site, and traffic, people honking their car, with a bunch of kids playing their super loud rap music as if they are the only one who exists, you still stay centered. You still keep your peace. This is the beauty that the world needs. The true miracle is not you walking on water. That's irrelevant. What are you gonna do if you can walk on water anyway? Taking a boat will be faster. It's useless. You don't need little powers. The true miracle is someone being a Buddha in the marketplace. Someone being a Buddha in the chaos of the city. And remember, to be a Buddha simply means that you are above your mind, above your intellect. So it is silent within, and only when it is silent in the mind, you can be centered in truth. Because after all, when you're mad about the ignorance of people, the issue is that you are thinking. You're thinking negatively about the thing. It is your thought about the thing that makes you suffer. Yet, if you go beyond the thought, there is only presence. There is only the now. There is peace. And the center of the ocean is still. But the mind, the surface of the ocean, has waves. So it is up to you to live in the chaos of the wave, to be going up and down all the time, to happiness, to joyfulness, to sadness, to anger, to depression, or to learn to be centered. Because in the center, there are different states of being, of course, but they are all awesome. Peace, Zen, love, joy. So yeah, you can't just be mad at people. It doesn't mean you cannot ever be mad. That's not what I mean. There is a time that Jesus flipped the table because at some point injustice, sin, and stupidity become to the point that it cannot be tolerated anymore, and we must create change. This is what we call as dharmic anger. When someone is centered, they are truly one with the truth of their being as the soul. But they know that sometime it requires to show people that what they are doing is wrong. And this is their dharmic anger. They will show anger, they will punish, they will create justice. But deep down, they will know that all the stupidity people do is only originating from their lack of consciousness, from their lack of presence. They know that those who do bad, like the people who rule the world, the ones at the top of the matrix, who are total piece of shit, garbage, this is simply the role they are playing in this life. But beyond this temporal role, they are equal soul as you and I, equally a particle of God. It just happened that in this lifetime, one is playing the role of the villain and one is playing the role of the hero or the good. The bad and the good, the yin and the yang. So as the light, we work to destroy the darkness. But if you get stuck in that role, you will be consumed. If you understand what I just explained, that it is just temporal role, that all is God, then you will be able to do it with love and staying centered. But don't take those words wrongly and go ahead and try to use dharmic anger every day. If you do so, it makes no sense. Most of the time, doing nothing is the best thing you can do. When people cut you with their car as you drive, when people do stupid things around you as you drive, the less you honk and use your honk only for safety, not to express anger, the best you will feel. Because those people are just currently stupid, and you honking at them won't change their stupidity. But it will affect you because you insult them, you feel negative energy. You are the one who is taking in all of those negative energy. So learn to be zen as you drive your car, as you take the bus, as you take the subway. Learn to be centered and to laugh a little bit more at the stupidity of the world. Because you'll feel so much greater when you will laugh at the dumb stuff instead of getting so mad. So how do you feel about what I say? Do you identify with it? After your awakening, did you start to just be pissed off at the world, at the matrix, at the society, at the people? Or did it never happen to you? And how do you cope with it? Let us know it in the comment. And I want you to remember a thing that Vegeta said, my favorite anime character from Dragon Ball. I don't know if he actually said it, but in a short form content video, he says it. Whoever makes you mad, whoever makes you angry is your master. So when you're angry because an unconscious, drunken baby, I don't mean a real baby, but you know, someone who's unconscious, I see them as drunken babies, get you mad, they are your master. Do you want this thing to be your master? Probably not. So make sure that you serve God, that you serve the light, that you don't allow the unconscious monkeys to control you and how you feel within yourself. So thank you for watching this video until the end. I am Simon, and together we grow spiritually. So make sure to subscribe, because every week a new video will come your way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.